years ago. And then all of this, like these like my hair, my brows, most of the hair in my brows is my eyebrows. I have just a little bit of the microblading left here, but it's mostly faded, and I haven't had it done again. I've only had it done one time. So with this one brow here, when I tweeze my brows basically. So that's the first thing I do, is I use these tweezers. Now these tweezers, they are old. I just keep them like really good, really clean. They are made by Sally Hansen. I'm not sure if you're able to go back and get these same tweezers, but these are the ones that I use specifically for my brows. I don't really use these tweezers for anything else. I only use these tweezers. Go in and I tweeze every single brow that is outside of the natural lash line. I do not force my lash line or the shape of my brows to be something other than what they naturally are grown as. One thing that I noticed when I was getting my brows done professionally, when I was getting the microblading, when I got the microblading done, and I also was letting her like shape my brows, oftentimes what they'll do with the natural brow, instead of having, like with my brow, it has like a curve in it, and there's like a peak here. And what I noticed what she was doing was she was taking like the natural shape of my brow here at the front, and she was just cutting it, you know, kind of bringing it up to here and cutting off the peak of the brow and just making it square across the front, instead of having this natural arch here and the natural curve of my brow to go down here. It was just straight across like this. And it was just like a square, like block brow. But with the shape of my eyes, your brows naturally grow with the shape of your eyes. So that's another tip, is to just go ahead and let your natural shape just do its thing. Don't try to make your shape something other than what it's naturally supposed to be. Because my eyes are so big, so I have like an almond shaped eyes, and then they're also like big. So my brow is from here, and it's gonna grow. It grows all the way from here over to here, from one corner, from this corner to that corner. I just let it just grow and let it do its thing, and then I keep my natural arch in my brow. I don't change my natural shape into a square brow or into like those makeup cosmetic looking brows. I don't do that. I just let them just go ahead and grow, and I'm just gonna keep the natural shape. I don't allow anybody to change the shape of my brows. Actually, I don't even let anybody do my brows anymore at this point. I do my own brows. So what I do is I tweeze the bottom, and then I have an eyebrow, like the little arch, like the little razor, the eyebrow razor, and then I clean the top of the brow with the eyebrow razor, but then I tweeze the bottom. And that's how I get the bottom of the lash to be like really, really precise. And then the top of it, I just keep it like really clean with the eyebrow razor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to do this one, because I already finished this one. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to tweeze this one, and I'm going to get as close to as possible, but I may have to do some of it off of the camera because it's hard for me to tweeze in the camera, you know, so I have to tweeze it. I have to tweeze it in the mirror and then kind of go back and forth. But what I do is I just go ahead and I clean underneath here, underneath the bottom of my brow line, and I just go ahead and whatever brows that fall outside of the natural line, I tweeze those, and then at the top I'm just going to clean it off at the top with the razor. So let me go ahead and get started. Let's see here. I'm gonna start. Oh, and then I also have a spoolie, like the spoolie, and then I try to make sure I brush my brows up this way. Brush everything up, and then I follow whatever my natural brow line is. So I'm gonna go ahead, I have a mirror here, so I'm gonna have to tweeze it and then come back and then show you. Hold on. Okay, so see right here, and then here is my, let's see, the brows, but you probably can see them, I don't know. Well, you can see those big old long brows. My brows are so thick and they're really dark. So the next one, I'm just gonna keep going right here, right along the natural lash line. I'll probably take out some of these right here. But then also too, like what I do at the end, I try not to take out too much at the end because my brows are long here. So I don't want to tweeze too much because then that'll make the end or the tail or the end of the brow here, it'll make it thin. And I don't really like mine thin. I like mine kind of full and thick all the way through. But I'm going to more or less try to focus here and take out those and then go back through here. Okay, so I clean underneath here, under this brow here. And then what I'm going to do at the top here is use the brow razor to clean off the top and then go down to the side here, just across the top. Under here is clean. I already use the tweezer, but my tweezers, and then I'm just gonna go across the top. But I do see some more here. Okay, so now I'm finished with this one. Now that's something else that I wanted to mention. With your brows, sometimes your brows are naturally two different shapes. Everyone loves a perfect brow. You want your brows to be the same. This brow, I noticed this on me. I don't really have to tweeze this one too much, but then I have to tweeze more over here. So when that happens, I just take off whatever needs to be taken off because I try to make sure my brows are the same shape. And then if they're not the same shape, then I'm just gonna, try to make sure I go in and get them as close as possible. Because I'm looking here and I have the natural arch here, but then this one doesn't really have too much of a peak on this brow, but then there's a peak over here on this brow is what I'm noticing. Somebody else may not notice that. I notice it, so I'm gonna go and try to lower the peak of this brow so that way it's symmetrical to this one. So let's see. And I'm just gonna use the razor and just take a little bit down, not too much, because I don't want it to be wrong. And I just try to make sure they're as close as possible. But that's why I tweeze my brows, because I'm one of those people, I just want my brows to be like the same shape. So that's why I take my time and tweeze them and get them as close as possible. And I was going to a lash and brow salon, and I mean, and they did good work. I'm not gonna not say they didn't do any good work, because she definitely saved my eyebrows, because my eyebrows were tragic. I mean, it was that I didn't know what was going on with my brows. I was trying to fill them in by brow powder, all kind of stuff I was trying to do to get my, to fill my brows in. But then I was like, okay, no, it's just something else. You know how you just have like an intuition or gut feeling that it's something else going on? So that's why I figured, I said, okay, let me try to look into this and see what else is going on with my brows. And then, since, there's, like I said, they're specialists. So I went up there and I had her look at my brows. And the first time she did them, she just shaped them, tweezed them, and she did a tint on the brows. So she was like, we're going to see how that works first. And then, then take it from there. So then I had to go back because the tint wore off and it really didn't do any good. So I was like, okay, you know, I'm not really liking this. So it's something, you know, something else is going on. So I was telling her, she was asking me, are you anemic? Do you have any problems with your, you know, iron, blood, whatever? And I was like, oh, well, yeah, you know, I'm anemic. So she's like, well, yeah. She said, okay, well, that's what it is. She was like, it's because of your anemia that your brows are like really thinning. And you know, she was like, we can go ahead and microblade them, and then, you know, if you need to come back after you're healed from the microblading, then we can come back and get them done again. But I was working on improving my iron levels, so I never really had to go back and get a microbladed because my iron came back and my hair grew back, and now I have like these full bushy brows now. So the next step is going to be the lashes, and these are the Naked Lashes by Ardell, and they do have the invisible band on them. They don't have the black band. So with the invisible band lashes, and I hate to tell y'all about these lashes, but I'm gonna go ahead and be good, because there's one thing, you find a good thing and then you go in the store and you look for it, and then it's all gone because everybody is buying it and they're so hard to find. So I should have went and bought like maybe 5 boxes of these before I did this video, but it's fine. Okay, so this is the box. I mean, this like a whole box of, you know, a whole box of lashes, like 4 pair of lashes in here. And they have the invisible, you can see like the clear band on the lashes. They're not, you know, it doesn't have the black band. The band is invisible. And then what I like to do is to make the lashes look like real lashes, because these are my lashes. I don't have any strips or extensions or anything. Like, these are my lashes. But this is Vlogmas, so, you know, everybody Vlogmas at Christmas, everybody want to be looking cute and stuff. So what I do is I like to get these with the invisible band, and I like to use the clear glue. And this one is just for strip lashes. Adhesive with biotin and blueberry, latex free by Lash Couture. And I bought these from, and I got it from, it's made by Kiss USA. It's kissusa.com, but that's who makes it. But then I got it from Target. Got this from Target. The lashes from Target. These tweezers, I probably got them from Target too. So I'm going to go ahead and start applying the lashes. And then the glue, it is white, but it dries clear. But then when you put them on, you put the invisible band on, and then you put the clear glue on, and you set them on, and everything dries clear. The lashes literally look like they're growing out of your eyelid. Like, that's just how natural it looks. And then this is the glue here, and it has like the little brush. Okay, so that's, I'm gonna go ahead and put them on, but I'm gonna put them on off camera, not on camera, because I don't want to mess up. So I'll be right back. Okay, so what I do is I put the adhesive on my lash line here. I let it dry down a little bit. I have the brow, and then I'm gonna, you know, lay it on top of my lash line, and then just make sure it you know, it sticks. Go ahead and like put it on, but I need the mirror, so hold on. Okay. And then what I like to do is I'll just take my eyelid and put my eyelid down, pull it down over the lash line like this, and get the strips to adhere. Oh yeah, get my my extra eyelid skin to adhere to the strip lash, so it'll kind of, you know, look more seamless and natural. And there you go. Got and it looks just like really natural. It's not anything too, and they're not heavy or anything like that. It's just give you like a little pop. And depending on some of the mascara that that's out there can get your lashes to do that, but you know, I just like to throw on lashes because they look like really natural. They don't look you know, overdone or too obvious. It just looks like, oh wow, you know, she has like some really long lashes. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this one. I was after I finish this video, I'm gonna go get me some lunch, and I was at Chick-fil-A, and the employee at Chick-fil-A, she was taking my order, and she told me, she was like, oh my goodness, your lashes are so long. And I could have told her, oh, thank you. But no, I went ahead and kept it real. I told her, I said, not mine. And she's like, oh, do you get extensions? I said, no. I said, I don't get extensions. I have strips on, like strip lashes on. And she was like, are you serious? That's a strip lash? And I told her, yes. I told her what I wore and where I got them from. Lash extensions, too. I used to get lash extensions, too, because my lashes, you know, my lashes and my brows, they were dropping because of the iron levels and the anemia, and I had to do something because I was gonna be walking around here looking like a mole rat, and I just didn't, you know, I just didn't want that for myself. So I went ahead and I got the microbladed done for my brows, and I was getting lash extensions. But then the thing with the lash extensions, I didn't want to get too attached to those, because every time one of the extensions drop, one of your lashes is gone. If the extension falls out, your lashes fall out. So it's like, okay, well, this is defeating the purpose, because the purpose is to have lashes, not to make my lashes fall out. So I stopped getting the lash extensions, and I let my lashes grow out. And there's eyebrow and eyelash serums out there where you can get your brows and lashes to grow back, because that's what I did. You know, I just gave my body time to let it grow back and let it regulate and grow back, and instead of constantly getting the extensions, because they're beautiful, they're definitely beautiful, but you know, us everyday people, you know, that's more or less, that's for celebrities. Let's see. And that's something else with this it dries slow, so it gives you enough time to adjust the strip if you need to adjust it. It's like with me, my eyes are big, so sometimes I have to adjust the strip because my eyes are really big. Okay, and then I'm just gonna lay my eyelid on top of the lash. Boom. And there we go. It's natural brows and lashes. It is very much a beautiful thing. Because I don't want my lashes to like really I just try not to pull on them too much. So I will wear these these strips until they fall off. I'm not gonna I will go to sleep. I'll wash my face and everything with these strips on. And I just try not to get them wet, and I will brush through them with my spoolie. I'll just go ahead and just like, you know, brush through the lashes with my spoolie to keep them clean, just like you would do lash extensions. Is to, you know, brush through them and keep them clean. You know, try to make sure no debris is in the make sure no debris is in them, and just wear them like this until it's time for them to come off. And it's time to come off, and then I'll replace them and put another pair. I usually can go up to, depending on activity, because if you sweating or something get wet, they're gonna come off. So depending on what I'm doing, I can go maybe three 3-4 days, because I put them on today and they will pretty much be, you know, they'll stay like this for the next 2, like I said, based on, you know, the temperature and the activity, if I'm sweating outside or whatever. So they'll stay like this for like maybe 2 to 3 days. I won't really see any lifting until maybe 4 or 5 days. So I can go almost a week with these strips on. By Lash Couture with this glue, I can go up to a week. I'm not, based on activity. If I'm sweating or something, you know, it's different. Everybody's different. But I can go up to a week with these, using this glue and using these lashes. But I also am brushing them on every day. I'm gonna brush them every day with this, you know, with the little spoolie. I'm gonna go through and brush them every day. Am I gonna get them wet? No, not gonna get them wet. As you get them wet, they're gonna come off. So, but I am brushing them every single day to make sure it's any debris in them. The best way I know how is to keep them clean is just to brush the brows. A lot of well, oftentimes, like your brow tech, they'll tell you not to brush through your brows. I make sure I brush through my brows because your skin is dry, you know, and I don't want any dry skin in my brows. You know, your hair, especially when you're trying to grow your brows out, your brows, any kind of hair, your hair grows best in a clean environment. So in other words, if you're trying to grow your brows back out, you need to make sure it's free of any debris, any kind of dry skin, psoriasis, dermatitis, whatever, like extra, like skin or any scaly, you know, brush through that and get that out of there, you know, wash, clean it, you know, everything else. And then, you know, put your brow serum on to grow your brows back out. Because that's what I did, because I was trying to make sure my brows came back. I was like I already said, I didn't want to be on mole rat. So, yeah. So this is the end of the video. I hope you like my brows and lashes. Well, thank you. Okay, it's time for me to go get some lunch. So, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, follow me on my social media. I'll go ahead and put it in this area right here somewhere.